Hi Jonathan, it's nice to have you up at Penydarren Park. Have you enjoyed your evening?
Very much so. A win, of course, a win for the Football Association of Wales team. Beat the supporters 3-1. I thought it was a deserved result, so very much so. Very nice to be back up here in Merthyr.
Stiff after your session?
I think the average age of our team, we're knocking on a bit now, but I say it's a bit like golf, unfortunately, in my case. I enjoy the walking golf, I enjoy the run around. Unfortunately, the boots, probably need to hang them up pretty soon.
Obviously, it was great to welcome Chris up here, new manager. It's obviously been quite a difficult time in the past few months for Welsh football, but are you happy that obviously Chris is the best person to the job to take him forward into
yeah, absolutely. Lovely to see him on the field, you know, and I thought that was a very great sign, and great man as well. I mean, and it reminded me very much, Gary did exactly the same. We had a lot of staff matches with Gary. Gary came along. What a lovely thing. Our first staff match since Chris has taken over, he came along. Shows the testament of the man. Great man. I very much wish him all the very success, and I think everybody was behind him in hoping that we get very well through that qualification cycle all the way through to Brazil in 2014.
Obviously, Welsh football's in a great place at the moment. Swansea doing well in the Premiership, Cardiff pushing for promotion in the Championship, and obviously we've got the Carling Cup final now on the weekend, and obviously the national team is in the best place it's been in a long time. How important do you think the development of non-league football, like clubs like ourselves, Newport County, are to the good continuation of the success of the clubs and Welsh football? Got
to acknowledge obviously the great work that Brendan is doing down in Swansea. Fantastic job. Obviously Malky, what a fantastic success, taking Cardiff all the way through to Wembley. I'll be there on Sunday. Certainly hope that they can bring back the silverware. Of course, national team, you know, we've done extremely well. 4 wins out of 5 in the last 5, so very pleased with those. Very much hope that Chris will do exactly the right same thing and ultimately carry that legacy on that Gary was hoping to achieve. Obviously, qualification 2014 is the goal. Of course, where does it all pin from? Grassroots of the game. Got to make sure the grassroots of the game absolutely brings through the talent that we need all the way through to the top. It's not about the top. We invert the pyramid, and actually the top of the game supports the rest of it. It's the grassroots that matter. That's where we spend a lot of time, and it's days like this up at Merthyr that we thoroughly enjoy and make sure that we can generate great community feeling with the fantastic work that football can do. Even just yesterday, Chris was over at Tom Pentry yesterday. 150 people there in the clubhouse doing a Q&A with Chris. Absolutely fantastic. Some of the great work we were doing on a community level where it really does matter.
How important do you think it is getting out into clubs? Obviously you're doing road shows all around Wales. How important do you think that is?
Absolutely, we will continue to do it. You know, there's no ivory towers in the FAW. Open, transparent, honest organisation. My door's always open. I always make sure that people can come to me, ask me any particular questions. I'll give an honest, open answer. May not always like what they hear, but ultimately I'll be as open and transparent as I possibly can. But hey, we're all after the same thing. Qualification for the national team, a strong, thriving game at a local and domestic level.
That's brilliant. Cheers, Jonathan.
Cheers.